Today we're talking about the equations of a line in slope-intercept form and writing the equation of the line. So, if we recall, this is y equals mx plus b form, where this is the slope. Remember, it looks like a mountain slope. And this is the y-intercept because it's adding on and it's where it starts. It's the initial start point. Okay, so if we were to write an equation, we would put the slope in front of the x and the y-intercept is added or subtracted. In this case, the slope is -2, so it's a -2x, and we're adding 0, so we don't have anything to add or subtract. In this one, it's 1x, and if you have 1 apple or 1x, you don't even need the 1, because you can just say x. So really, it's y equals x plus 3. Just like if I had 1 apple versus having an apple, it's the same thing. Go ahead and try these 3, and I'll be back in just a second to show you what I did. Okay, so the slope in this one is a -1, so you just need -x, and there is no y-intercept, so this is your answer. In this one, the slope is 0, so you don't have anything being multiplied by x, so all you do is write your y-intercept. And in this one, your slope is 1, so you leave it x, and your y-intercept is -1, so you are subtracting 1, and that's your answer. So what are the slopes in this one? Well, we see that we have a -x. That's like having 1x. So the slope is -1. The y-intercept is the number that's being added or subtracted after the x, which in this case is 8. The slope over here is 2, and the y-intercept is being subtracted this time, so it's a -1. Here we have the slope and the y-intercept. I want you to see if you can figure out what they are in this case. I'll be back in just a second to show you what I did. Okay, so the slope in this one is a -2, and the y-intercept in this case is 8. The slope for this one is just nothing in front of the x, but we assume that it's 1 because we have an x there. So we have 1x or 1. The y-intercept is a negative, and that's okay. So we make sure that we have the negative sign, and it's a -1. Okay, so now what we're going to do is find the slope and the y-intercept of each line. Okay, so let's look at the green line first. We're trying to find a perfect point. On a line, there are unlimited points. You just have to find the ones where it crosses through one of these boxes at a perfect point. Like here it doesn't, here it doesn't, here it doesn't. It's getting closer, here it does. So when we look at this, we know it's crossing through the y-axis at 6. So we write 6 for our y-intercept. It's rising 2 every time. Do you see this? These boxes represent 2 going on the y-axis and 2 on the x-axis. So we're going up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we're rising 10, and we are running 2. Notice that both of them are positive. It's going up and to the right. So this can be simplified to 5. Let's look at the red line. Okay, it's crossing through here, not here, not here, not here, not here, not here, and it's crossing through here and here. Okay, so these are our points that we can use. It's also crossing through down here. So if we look at this one, it's rising 1, 2, 3, but really that's 2, 4, 6. So it's rising 6. And running back, or running forward, 2, 4. So 6 over 4, which is 3/2. What's our y-intercept? It's at 4. So, but that's a -4, so we've got to be careful. Okay, let's skip around and let's, I want you to do the remaining ones, the black, the blue, the orange, and the purple, and I will be back in just a second to show you what I did. All right, so here are my slopes. Go ahead and check yours with a red pen. Make sure that you mark if you got them right or wrong. So here's my work. Okay, so in this case, we have the black line is rising 2, but going back 2. So that's a slope of -1, while the y-intercept is at 2. For the blue one, it's rising 6 and running 4. So it is a positive 3/2, and it's crossing at the 0 for the y-intercept. The orange one's kind of goofy. If you can pick any points on here that you want, it's rising 4 in my case, but it's not running anything. So this is undefined because you get a divide by 0 error. And the y-intercept, it's not running through the y-intercept, so there's none there. For the purple one, it is rising nothing but running 4. So that's a slope of 0. And the y-intercept is at -4. So what can we do with this information? We're going to plug them in to figure out what each line would be. So if we look at the green one, we need the slope and the y-intercept. So the y equals, and we write our slope, which is 5, and we attach it to the x, and we add 6. Let's look at the red one. The slope is 3/2, and the y-intercept is -4. So I want you to see if you can figure out the black, the blue, the orange, and the purple. These two are expert questions. They're a little trickier. So get ready with your red pen when you're done and unpause the video. Okay, so here's my work. For the black one, we are going at a -1, 2. So you should simplify that and have a -x plus 2. If we look at the blue, it's a 3/2 plus 0, so you need to simplify that. Y equals 3/2 x, and it's done. For the orange one, let's skip that one, and let's go to the purple first. We've seen one like this before. It's just the y-intercept is -4, so y equals -4. And then we look for the orange, and it's undefined and none. But it's passing through x at 6. So there is no y equals mx form. It's x equals 6. So, why do I have 2 negatives here? Sorry about that. So these two are special cases. When we have y being the only thing passing through, it's y equals a -4. And when we have x being the only thing that it's passing through, it's x equals whatever number. In this case, it's 6. And that's all I've got for you today. See you next time.